On everyone, it's Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome to my sports channel. The Miami Heat, man, they could kiss their championship hopes goodbye. It's over for them. Miami is gonna go on vacation now. They're gonna go to Boston to lose a basketball game, then fly back home to Miami where they will clean out their lockers and then they can enjoy a nice vacation on the beach in Soft Beach. They can take a cruise. They can spend their time however they want to spend it because their season's coming to an end. Last night's game was pivotal for them. It was a must win for them. They didn't win the game. It didn't go the way they had anticipated for it to go. Look, this Miami Heat squad is hobbled. I mean, this is a squad that's banged up. Not everyone is healthy. We've reached that point in the season where teams are a bit beaten up. They're unhealthy. They don't have all their pieces, to make a strong run to the NBA Finals. And the Miami Heat definitely doesn't have all their parts. If they did, yes, they would have a chance to knock off a very good Boston Celtics team. One that's very hot, a team that has guys that can score, guys that, know how to play basketball. And last night from the Miami Heat, that was a poor showing on everyone's part. No one really played well. And this is a team who had open looks. They had a lot of good looks. They just wasn't knocking down shots. It was one of the most pathetic, putrid performances in Miami Heat's franchise history. Okay, let's just call it what it is. And you can sit here and use excuses all you want. Say, well, this team is undermanned, that this team is depleted, which they are. It's a depleted roster. But still, you got Jimmy Butler on the floor. A lot of people consider him to be one of the top players in the game. And last night, he didn't play like a top player. You got to carry your team. You got to put this team on your back and show the world how bad you want to win an NBA championship or get back to the NBA Finals. And Jimmy Butler didn't do that. Clearly did not show up. And you can see it. He's not 100% healthy. He had no lift. He was missing a lot of damn shots. A lot of his shots was clearly off the mark. But I think this Heat team is soldiering on without Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is a big important piece to their roster. His absence is very significant. And I say that because he's one of the team's few half court shot creators. He can create shots in half court. And so they miss his presence a lot. He looked good last night on the sideline, standing there dressed in all white. Those shades he had on, man, they looked good on him. They were fly and everything. I mean, this man is making a fashion statement over on the sideline, but he's a no-go. He's unhealthy right now. And he was the NBA's sixth man of the year, and was very deserving of it because how he plays coming off the bench. He's a big spark plug for them off the bench. They miss his presence. They really, really miss him. Now this season he has shot nearly 45% from the floor. So he has shot the ball a lot better. So, I mean, they really don't have another player to fill that void in his absence, And you saw it last night. I mean, in the second half, the Miami Heat were clearly outplayed. They were outclassed, and they were outplayed on both ends of the floor. They didn't play defense well. No one was anywhere in the vicinity. And Boston was getting any shot they want. And they were making their shots. They were knocking them down. They had big time contributions from, once again, Al Horford, who's authored one of the greatest postseason runs individually. He's been having the postseason of his life. He had 16 points. And then Derek White showed up and had 14 points. And they took advantage and they benefited from Miami Heat's Miami Heat's poor effort and the fact that this is an unhealthy team. So you could benefit from that. And then Jimmy Butler being a no-show. I talked about that moments ago. Over the last 3 games in this series, he's been a no-show. Butler only mustered 13 points. And this was a game where he really had to show up. It was one of the most important games. But if I'm Eric Spoelstra, and Eric Spoelstra talked during the post-game presser, and, I like what he said. I like everything he said. He didn't want to use injuries as an excuse. Because that is a convenient excuse. And, you could easily be one of those guys that say, well, we don't have all our players. He said that his team simply didn't shoot the ball well. And he wasn't lying, because they didn't shoot the ball well at all. It was a poor effort from the Miami Heat. A poor effort. Terrible, terrible, terrible performance from everybody. Victor Oladipo didn't play well. But if I'm Eric Spoelstra, I'm probably benching Kyle Lowry and Max Strus. That's just me, though. I'll probably bench both of these guys. Because they were horrible. And, when you look at Kyle Lowry, he this is a guy that's playing with a bad left hamstring. So he's not 100% either. He can't, produce at such a high level. And we all know that he has an excellent pedigree. We know he has that championship experience. He's a 6-time NBA All-Star. He's a 1-time NBA champion. He's played in a lot of these playoff games. He's a veteran. He's been around a long time. But Lowry and Strus, in the last 2 games, are 1 of 28. 1 basket. 28 attempts. And, Strus, if I'm saying his name right, because I'm still trying to learn how to say this guy's name, is an 0 in that stretch, 0 for 16. Lowry played 25 minutes in Game 5 and didn't record an assist. He picked up 5 fouls. He was in foul trouble, committed 3 turnovers, and picked up only 1 rebound. But yeah, he is banged up. But this is a guy who's been held for years as one of the great defenders in this league, a disruptive defender. Maybe that's why Eric Spoelstra has him out there. Because he thinks he could, disrupt the flow of the Boston Celtics. But it hasn't slowed down the Celtics one bit. The Celtics are going to close this game out. They will be heading back to the NBA Finals, I believe, for the first time since 2010. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The last time they played the Lakers in the NBA Finals, I think it's been over 12 years since they've been in the NBA Finals. But it seems as this series has gone on, Miami's performances have gotten progressively worse. And Jimmy Butler just hasn't rediscovered himself since the injury. And nothing has gone right for the Miami Heat. So I think this is a done deal. I think the Boston Celtics will wrap it up. And the series is over. Tonight is Thursday. I will be hosting my show with my special guest, Chris D. Gonzalez, will join me for a discussion about these NBA playoffs. We'll probably talk a little NFL too. We're definitely gonna break down these NBA conference finals games. We're definitely gonna talk about that. And much more. But I hope to see you guys for tonight's show. It will be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's my time here on the West Coast in Southern California. And it will be over on the ASAP network. So check in there and hope to see you guys there tonight. Take care. Before I go, please subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.